Morning, everyone. Today, I, Dr. Neha Ronald Williams, is going to teach you about cardiovascular system. Cardiovascular system is a closed circulatory transport system that transports respiratory gases and nutrients and excretory products through the medium of blood to various parts of the body. It consists of the pumping station, the heart, and its channel, the blood vessel. Anatomy of the heart. The human heart is a musculo-tendinous organ which lies on the left in the upper part of the chest. Its right border is underneath the right side of the sternum. Heart consists of three layers. The outermost layer is called pericardium. Pericardium form a bag-like structure, the pericardial sac, and contains a fluid called pericardial fluid. The middle layer is the main stuff of the heart made up of myocyte. This layer is called myocardium and the innermost layer is called endocardium. Heart is made up of four chambers, two artery and two ventricle. Artery are filling chamber and therefore they have thin wall. The ventricles are emptying chamber and they have thick wall to push the blood in the circulatory system. The wall of the left ventricle is three times thicker than the wall of the right ventricle. The left ventricle pushes the blood through the arteries in the whole blood. The right ventricle has to push the blood only in the pulmonary circulation of the chest and therefore its walls are so thick as that of the left ventricle. Right atrium, it is above and to the right of the heart. It has thin wall with an appendage called the auricle. Superior vena cava brings deoxygenated blood from upper part of the body, whereas inferior vena cava brings deoxygenated blood to the right atrium from the lower part of the body. Beside these two openings, there is an opening of the coronary sinus which brings the blood from the coronary vein of the heart muscle. Right ventricle, this ventricle is on the right side. Right ventricle has thick wall as compared to the right atrium, but it is thinner than the walls of the left ventricle. It opens to the pulmonary trunk. This trunk carries blood to the lungs for oxygenation. Pulmonary trunk divides into two branches, the right pulmonary artery that passes through the right lung and the left pulmonary artery that passes through the left lung for pulmonary circulation. The pulmonary trunk has a semilunar wall with three curved semilunar cuffs. This wall closes to prevent the backflow into the right ventricle at the start of the ventricular diastole. There is a big opening between the right atrium and right ventricle called the right atrioventricular opening, an aperture with a ring and a tricuspid valve guarding the right atrioventricular opening. This wall prevents the back entry of blood into the right atrium in the beginning of the systole. The papillary muscle in the ventricle prevent overdistension of the wall during the diastole. Left atrium. It has thin walls like that of the right atrium. There are four openings of the four pulmonary veins, two on each side. They bring oxygenated blood to the left atrium to pour it into the left ventricle. Left ventricle, the apex of heart is formed by the tip of the left ventricle. The wall of the left ventricle are three times thicker than the right ventricle. Since it has to pump the blood all over the body, which is named as systemic circulation. The aorta, which is the biggest artery of the body, starts from the left ventricle. Its opening, like that of the pulmonary trunk, is guarded by the semilunar wall. This wall has three curved semilunar cuffs which prevent the backward thrust of blood into the left ventricle in the beginning of the ventricular diastole, resulting in the second left heart sound. Left atrium open up into the left ventricle through an opening called the left atrioventricular aperture. This aperture is guarded by a valve having two cups, hence called bicuspid or mitral valve. It guards against the back entry of blood into the left atrium at the beginning of the systole. There is a cord-like structure between the arc of aorta and the pulmonary trunk passing underneath the arc of aorta. In the fetal life, it works as a vessel link between the two big vessels to bypass the pulmonary circulation. After birth, the blood changes the route and starts circulating through the lungs, and therefore the fetal link does closes down and gets obsolete. In rare cases, this does not close. In such cases, the deoxygenated blood mixes with the oxygenated blood of the aorta. The mixed blood is detrimental to the heart health. It can be corrected only by surgery. The two arteries are separated by a septum called interarterial septum, while the other two ventricles are separated by the septum called the interventricular septum. Septum ovale, there is a mark on interarterial septum representing the closed foramen ovale which existed in the fetal life. That fetal opening was a short circuit in cardiac circulation, thus avoiding the blood entry into the lungs. This foramen ovale closes with the first breath of the baby after birth, and this is then called the septum ovale. After birth, baby's blood from the right atrium goes to the right ventricle to reach the lungs for purification via pulmonary trunk. Rarely, in some cases, this foramen ovale remains open as a congenital heart defect. This defect can be corrected by surgical method. Thank you.